I used AI to copy a $100,000 a month business, and I did it all with no help, without a team, without selling BS AI agents, and without creating any software. Right now, AI is growing faster than ever. Just a year ago, we didn't really see much of an AI presence online, but today, no matter what platform you're scrolling, you're gonna find AI videos. And they're printing thousands of dollars created by people with no content experience. And they never even show their face. In this video, I'm gonna break down how you can actually start making money with AI, because when AI channels take over your feed next year, you're gonna wish that you were in early. So let's get into it. While scrolling past this video, you probably came across a YouTube channel that's pulling in millions of views, meaning they're making 6 figures per month. But what you didn't see is that they're backed by a full team, and they spend thousands on editing, thumbnails, and even a scriptwriter. So for a beginner, if you wanted to copy this business model, the alternative would be doing all of that alone, meaning you need to spend hours on thumbnail designs, constantly trying to make your channel perfect and keeping up with daily uploads. And eventually you'd burn out because the channels with an entire team are just gonna have higher quality and are able to upload more frequently. It would literally be impossible for you to keep up with channels like Fern that are making multiple 6 figures per month. But now you can see a ton of fully AI generated channels getting the exact same results. These AI channels have consistent traffic, high RPMs, takes you less than 30 minutes per video, and all you did was copy what worked with AI. Running AI YouTube channels is one of the easiest and most profitable ways to make money with AI. It's far simpler than selling complex system to businesses or building your own software from scratch. But with so many AI tools, things can get overwhelming fast. And if you want to create high-performing AI videos right away, the last thing you should be doing is juggling a ton of different AI subscriptions. And now with these 100K per month YouTube channels to reference, AI can copy everything, from the script to the voiceovers, even the footage and the thumbnails. But to do that manually, you need 5 different subscriptions: ChatGPT, 11 Labs, Pika Labs, CapCut, Canva. Each one comes with its own interface, its own process, and its own learning curve to learn exactly how to generate what you need for your channel to be successful. So you're literally stuck bouncing between 5 different platforms, learning 5 different ways to prompt the AIs, and wasting hours just to create one single video. And on YouTube, being able to upload daily is the cheat code to getting monetized fast. So if you're still spending days making one AI videos, then you're just doing things the hard way. And if you're wondering, well, how are these AI channels uploading every single day? It's pretty simple. They're using an all-in-one tool, a tool like TubeGen that handles everything for you. Voiceovers using 11 Labs and at a cheaper rate. It fully generates the video, it generates a script, you can even make the thumbnail, and it saves you 80% of the time, significantly reducing the time it takes to make a video. And since you're not paying for 5 different tools at once, it's actually cheaper too. Now, while that explains how channels are able to stay ahead by uploading daily, how do you actually get started? Because you can't just copy any channel. Most people screw this part up because they think copying any channel with millions of subscribers will get them those same results. But if you simply copy a channel that already has a huge audience, YouTube's not going to push your content. Why? Well, because you didn't choose a niche that's actually high in demand. You're just going to blend in with everybody else and end up getting 0 views. That's why your niche is everything. So before you make your first video, if you want a chance at making 10K plus per month, you need to look for channels that have less than 50K subs, channels that are less than 6 months old. These channels have to have outlier videos that do way better than their average videos, and it should be evergreen content, so basically something that's not based around trends. And you don't need to spend hours scrolling through YouTube's homepage to find the right channels either. Instead, you can find them instantly using TubeGen's tools. So this is what the niche finder looks like on TubeGen, and TubeGen actually has the largest database of YouTube channels to sort through. Now, not only does TubeGen already give you a ton of good niches with information like, are they monetized, how old's their oldest video, how many videos they have, how many typical views those videos get, how many subs they get, and even the niches that they're in. Not only that, but you can press similar channels to find competitors to see if the niche is already oversaturated. Just for example, we could take this manga channel here. We see it's only 2 months old. They're getting 23,000 views per video, and they are indeed monetized. So if we press similar channels here, you'll see a bunch of other manga channels that pop up, and you can see that a bunch of these are 7 months old, 10 months old, one's 3 months old here. So even though it's a newer niche, it might be oversaturated because there's a ton of competitors. So I'm going to show you the live process of me finding a new niche that doesn't have too many competitors. So it's not like you just have to scroll through this endlessly. You have filters here, so we can press on filters, and there's a lot of options. I can say, okay, how old exactly do I want their first video to be? So let's do the last 3 months. We can even select faceless channels only because TubeGen's AI can detect whether a channel is faceless or not. We could check on monetized, so let's check that on. I'm going to do only long form YouTube videos that are in the English language, and you can even sort by content quality. TubeGen can look at all their their videos and see, is this low quality spam, is this normal, or is this really high quality production? So I'll just leave this on all qualities. Now for me, I want to find channels that are typically getting at least 20,000 views or more per video, because even in a normal RPM niche like $5, that means that they're getting $5 per 1,000 views. So if their typical video is getting 20,000 views, they're making $100 per video daily. That's $3K per month. And if they have outlier videos, they could be making double that, or who knows, maybe triple. And let's try and sort only by things that are between 8 and 30 minutes long. And there's a ton of other filters like video count. You could even exclude some niches, but let's just use these filters for now so that it's not too strict. And we're gonna let this load and see what we can find. So immediately we get this war channel, we get an animation channel, and we get this boxing channel. Now looking through these, we can even open these up, and this channel is uploading really often, and there's even a chance they're using AI. I mean, these animations look pretty low quality, but for 20,000 typical views for a whole animated video, I just don't think that's worth it. This channel here, Cosmic Atlas, is getting 39,000 views. So just scrolling through these, there's a ton of different channels, but Cosmic Atlas is really piquing my interest because they're getting 40,000 typical views, and they only started 1 month ago. So if YouTube thought this was a good niche 1 month ago and pushed out 65 of their videos to get typically 40K views, that's kind of insane, then why can't I do it now, right? So let's press on similar channels, and now we're gonna see, is this oversaturated? So in this case, we have a ton of channels here, but not all of these are actually in the same niche. As you can see, some of these are 7 years old, 2 years old, and they're just generalized space channels. So the way TubeGen works is it shows all the similar channels, and the less similar it is, but maybe it's a competitor, is still sorted here, but those would be closer to the bottom, which is why these bottom ones are nothing like the channel that we just looked at. So at the top, we can see the main competitors. We have Beyond the Stars, we have Astro Atlas, and Cosmic Atlas. This one was started 2 weeks ago and has 91,000 views per video. This is a really good sign. Only 3 channels, all started in the last month. This one apparently has 2,100 videos. I mean, geez, this channel is so AI. They're literally spamming videos. They're doing like 4 or 5 videos every single day. This is crazy. So I think this is going to be the winner niche, and this channel is actually the one I'm most interested in because they have the least amount of videos. They're monetized, 2 weeks old, and are getting 90,000 views per video. This is how I and others running 6-figure per month AI channels are consistently finding good niches that blow up on YouTube. It lets me replicate viral videos and bypass all of the guesswork. And that way, I don't have to waste any time. Now that you found a channel to copy, don't waste your time like most people do on this next part. Most people spend weeks coming up with their channel name, creating the profile picture, the banner, the channel description. That is a huge mistake. On YouTube, speed is everything. Your branding definitely doesn't matter when you don't even have an audience yet. So if you want to build a channel that makes 6 figures per month, your priorities are simple. Focus on uploading consistently and getting your first video out as soon as possible. Volume beats perfection every single time. So once you've found the niche on TubeGen, instead of pressing similar style, now we're going to press on copy style. Now it says successfully copied style, so we can go back to the TubeGen homepage, and we press this red button here. It's the style button, and we have Cosmic Atlas. Now we could just press the style and turn it on, but just to show you what it did, it pretty much downloaded their transcripts and trained TubeGen AI's scriptwriter, which is made for YouTube, to write in the exact same way as these scripts. It even chooses the language and chooses an AI voice that best suits this video, and it even gives us the word count, so we don't have to do anything. All we do is, like I said, you just check this on, then you go to the toolbar here and press generate title by channel URL and just paste in that channel's URL. This is going to take their outlier videos and come up with the best video idea that will work right now on YouTube. So there's a ton of titles to look through. I'm just going to look through these and choose one. I like Atlas changes course, could it trap in solar orbit? Let's select this, and because it's talking about something real, let's turn on web search, and then all we have to do is press generate. There's no prompting, nothing. It created the title for us, and then we'll create a script based on the title, like I said, with no prompts. And with just a minute of generating, this entire script is done and written in the exact same style as the reference channel. That way, we don't have to figure out what gets good average watch time. We just stole the competitor's script writing. And because TubeGen's partnered with 11 Labs, you get 11 Labs voiceovers, which are the highest quality AI voices in the industry, and they're actually cheaper through TubeGen because of that partnership. And not only do you not need to copy and paste the script anywhere, to get the voiceover, you simply just press this button. You don't need to choose a voice or anything because TubeGen already did that for you with the style. And the voiceover is instantly done. With TubeGen, you can even generate a soundtrack, which will create a music file that's the same length as your voiceover, and it's going to change based on what's happening in the script. And it's non-copyright, completely original AI generated music, also through 11 Labs. But the competitors aren't using music in their videos, so I'm just going to go to generating the content. So we're going to press this generate images button. Now I'm going to make the style realistic. You can do a custom style or a ton of image styles, and I'm going to go into the advanced mode here. So I could do maximum 191 images in this video, but I want to go to the advanced mode, and I can select each single section and say how many images I want. So for the first minute, I actually want to animate this because the competitors do have some animations. Then up until the 5-minute mark, I'm going to do the maximum amount of images. Up until the 10-minute mark, I'll just do half the amount of images. And then for the rest of the video, I'm going to do a quarter. So I'm going to do like 23. And then to make sure that the first section's animated, I just checkbox the animate option. And then I'm just going to press generate prompts. And we're almost done already. And I don't want to spoil it too soon, but this entire video is costing me less than 20 bucks. Now all of the prompts for the images are generated. And what that means is we can see what image 1 looks like. We can see the prompt that TubeGen used. This is going to be from 0 seconds to 5.21 in the video. So it tells us the timestamp and it tells us which part of the script it's using. So imagine how long it would take for you to prompt 101 images and figure out at which timestamps to put them, and you'd have to manually drag it. Keep in mind, at the end, you'll see TubeGen cuts everything down for you. So it generates all the prompts for all the images. It'll mass generate the images and it'll trim them for you. And of course, we're going to animate them too. We can see all the timestamps, see the prompt that's going to be used. We can see which part of the script is using. And if we want to, we could review this, but I trust TubeGen, so we're just going to press on generate 101 more images. So now, as you can see, the images are generated. We even have people looking out into space, and this is all AI generated. And if I scroll, you can pause at any time and see that these are great. And the thing is, this isn't even with the animations, but it generated all of this in just the span of like 1 or 2 minutes. Like I said, imagine having to write a prompt for every single one of these images I'm scrolling past and then figuring out the timestamps. I mean, I'm sure I don't need to explain how much of a headache that would be. That would probably take several hours. But now we can press animate all images, and we only have one segment we wanted. We can uncheck it or not animate it if we don't want to, but of course we want to animate this, so let's press animate selected. And now all of the animations are done. As you can see, here's one right here. And if we wanted to regenerate the images, we could go to show image and regenerate the image and change the prompt here. But here's the first animation, here's another one right here, and now we can press open in video editor, and this is going to align everything with your voiceover in just a click. And in here we could do crossfade, zoom in, zoom out, whatever we want. So now I'm going to play this to show you that the images and animations are timed perfectly with the voiceover, and you can also hear the quality of the voiceover.
Something extraordinary is happening in the depths of space right now. An interstellar visitor that was supposed to follow the laws of physics just shifted course. October 29th, 2025, as 3
And it's crazy how AI can even get the people moving like that. Within just a few weeks, a YouTube channel can get monetized and start generating income. From there, you can scale by uploading more frequently and coming up with your own unique content ideas. And let me show you some live analytics so you know I'm not capping. Here's just one of my AI channels. As you can see, if I go to settings, it's in USD. If I refresh the page, of course, this is completely real. And this channel is fully run with AI and TubeGen. So if I go to the content tab, you can actually see that these videos are 2 hours long. So if we go to this video, for example, 2 hours, 14 minutes long. If we look at the analytics, this 32,000 view video got $576. So if I go to the revenue tab, for example, you can see that every 1,000 views, I'm getting $17.50, actually a little more. And that's because these videos are 2 hours long. And once again, to prove I'm not lying, I could skim through this and show these are AI generated images, and this was all through TubeGen. This channel, Boring Nightmares, is a similar story. It made $3,000 in its first month monetized. And this channel, once again, has these 2 hour long videos. So if I go to this video with 12,000 views and go to the revenue, we can see on this channel, the RPM is $19. But they don't need to be 2 hour long videos. This channel is literally AI news. It's called Canadian Updates. It's about Canada news. And this made $8,000 within around 2 months. Actually, no, it's only been a month and a half. It has not been 2 months. And I'd say this is closer to 9,000. But anyways, if we go to the content here, you can see these videos are only 15 minutes long. And if I go to a recent performing video, this one has 26,000 views. And if I go to the revenue tab, this one only has an RPM of $4, but it's still making good money because I'm uploading very frequently. As you can see on the date here, I'm uploading 3 to 6 times per day, and that's because it's generated with AI. Now, the only thing that you manually have to do is upload the content, but TubeGen's actually coming out with an NAN integration where you'll then be able to actually have the content uploaded for you and have the whole workflow where you won't even need to do anything. I'm talking true automation. You're asleep and a video is created and uploaded. And a ton of people in here are not only using TubeGen, but they learned how to use TubeGen to its best ability through my coaching program. And I'll be honest, I actually have results. And in my coaching program, there is literally endless wins. You can pause at any time and read any of these. These are real. I will switch the page. And that's because YouTube has a set algorithm that you can learn. So if you are interested in learning how to make money like all these people in this wins tab, then just go to the link in the description and apply to work with me. And now that you've seen everything I've shown you in this video, as a viewer, if you compare AI content creation to any other AI business model, which one has the ability to have you start making thousands of dollars within just the first few weeks? The answer is simple, only YouTube automation. And the thing is, you're still very early compared to what YouTube automation is going to become. So if you're looking to actually start earning with AI with the best AI business model, you can check out TubeGen in the link in the description. You'll get a small discount, and you can also apply to work with me if you so choose. Thank you for watching.